Previously on Max Steel.
Hurry, Max. We can't risk any damage to the device.
Some guy just made off with the device and he's heading your way.
The mystery man is a female. Right now, Forge is having a very bad day.
Turbo 5! Going turbo! Somebody went to a lot of trouble to send us on a wild goose chase for this device. But why?
I'll tell you why. Because they want to distract us while they go after the Warden.
Excuse me, sir? The what?
You're on a need to know, Steel. But I suppose now you need to know. Berto?
This is the Warden, Max. N-tek's greatest technological triumph.
She's got enough firepower to deter any small nation from going rogue.
Practically in orbit, we designed this cloaked fortress to cruise the stratosphere and put an end to warfare as we know it.
Except for one problem.
It's still under construction. The Warden's defense systems won't be online for another 48 hours.
And until they are, we can't afford to let our guard down for 1 second. What happened? Berto, status report.
The Warden's fine, sir. But the hurricane just scrubbed our main antenna.
And without it, we have no way of communicating with the ship's crew.
And it's too dangerous to reattach the antenna in this storm.
I'll do it.
Mr. Ferris, I can handle this.
Just like you handled that.
Take her along, Steel. You could use the extra hands. And it'll keep you out of my hair. And Berto, scan every millimeter of this thing for clues to its origin. I want answers.
Yes, sir.
Too tight?
It's fine.
How about now?
Perfect. Remind me to move him to the top of the list when I eradicate humankind.
From inside this cage? Good luck with that!
Don't need luck. Thanks to a little additive I put in the ship's fuel tanks, we're practically free already.
What is it? What's going on?
Fuel levels have dropped from full to empty. It's not possible.
Check the reserve tanks.
My oil toxoids blended perfectly with the fuel supply. That is, until I instructed them to block access to the engines.
Toxoid, loose on the flight deck! Hey!
And look, someone's let a few of them out to play.
Get him!
Distract Steel, check. Escape captivity, check. Now time to charge you up at my secret lair.
Secret lair? Where?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a secret.
And what about Steel? He won't be distracted forever.
Oh, Elementor. Destroy Max Steel, then meet us at the prearranged coordinates. Machino, know anyone that can fly this bird?
As a matter of fact, I do. You're welcome.
It's ripped right off the base! Going turbo!
need to weld it down.
Negative. My nano welder is unable to generate sufficient heat in this storm.
No problem. I've got something better than a nano welder.
Wait, what do you think you're doing?
Using my brain. Those of us who don't have nanoprobes in our veins actually have to do that once in a while.
I think perhaps Jet was referring to you.
And I think perhaps Jet's gonna get us all killed. Hey, you can't fly straight into the teeth of a hurricane.
You see these buildings? Perfect setup for an electrostatic generator. Water drops can generate incredibly high voltage and heat between two oppositely charged systems.
So, if that building is positive, and that one's negative, then... Wait, you're gonna make lightning?
You learn quick, Turbo Boy.
But Jet, I'm still holding the...
Max Steel, are you all right?
Of course he is. The nanoprobes in Max's system acted as perfect conductors for the electricity and diverted it from his vital organs. Max Steel, the human nano welder. Just like I planned.
The warden has been put on highest alert.
You should have seen her out there, totally reckless.
Reminds me of another agent I know.
She's got no self-control. Nearly got us both killed.
Well, let me tell you something about my daughter, Steele. She's been demoted twice at the verge of graduating to agent, a constant source of disappointment and embarrassment.
Thanks, Dad. But why don't you tell us how you really feel?
Now is not the time. Somebody is plotting against N-tek. We need to know who, and we need to know why. I want every agent in the field looking for clues, except for you.
What? Did Max even tell you what I did up there?
He didn't have to. It's the same old story. And this mission is too important to take unnecessary risks.
Mr. Ferris, I've identified an anomaly on an N-tek prisoner transport. It's headed to the new containment facility on the moon. They were moving into position for a polar slingshot into the exosphere when the ship appeared to exhibit a sudden drop in altitude followed by recovery. But no report of any engine trouble.
Hijack.
Too soon to tell. Steele, assemble your team. Berto, I want a passenger manifest 5 minutes ago.
Sending it right now, sir.
I want you to rendezvous with that transport and give me a full report.
Yes, sir.
I should have known.
Locking in coordinates for rendezvous with N-tek prisoner transport.
Just keep your head up, Max. These barometric wind shear readings are off the chart.
Yeah, but they're nothing compared to the Elementor readings. Keep her steady, Citro!
Destroy Max Steel!
So, what's the big plan? Blow up the warden? Destroy N-tek? Oh, you're not smart enough to be in on the plan. Just following orders, right? It's okay, you're on a need to know, I get it.
I can actually relate.
Hey, Citro, step on it! Sorry to leave you hanging, Elementor. But we've got a prior engagement. Damage report, Citro.
Engine 2 is at 12%, and the rear hull is compromised.
That's all right. Just a little further. Whew. We're all clear. And we've got some extra cargo.
Look, Ma, no hands! And no pilot's license either.
Easy, Junior. Just take her down nice and slow. It's nearly time for us to get off.
Autopilot engaged.
We've got a visual on the prisoner transport.
We're almost in range to storm the ship.
No can do. If Toxon and Machino are loose in there, the last thing we want is a hostage situation. And if I were you, I'd hang back and let me take it from here. Forge is already gonna blow a gasket when he finds out what you did.
Or he'll be proud when he finds out what I'm going to do.
Let me guess. Poison?
Sensors indicate a disturbance on the ocean surface.
To be continued. Probably nothing. Flock of gulls, pod of whales.
Don't think so. Unless it's a rogue calf chasing krill, we're too far offshore for a migration route. Whatever broke that wave came from that jet.
This is Max Steel to N-tek prisoner transport. Do you read me? I repeat, do you read?
Detecting a foreign object below the surface, sinking at a rate of approximately 48 meters per minute.
Toxon. We're going in!
Unidentified object 900 meters and closing.
Citro, what was that?
The rear fuselage has been severely compromised. It may not withstand the increase in water pressure if we dive any deeper.
And if Toxon escapes, none of that's gonna matter.